start with the bad news. Bad news is we've probably got some more hideous, boring, uninspiring story to sit through because this section's so long without us doing anything. We're in a flashback at the minute. The good news is that I think it might be over with. I hope this is coming to the end of this mission so we can just get back to the open world. And I got some more good news is I helped the next door neighbours out a couple of days ago, doing a couple of jobs. They dropped off a big bag of chocolate for me. Oh my god, lads. I've just ate a full packet of Cadbury's snack shortcake biscuits. Incredible. My belly's full of chocolate, so I'm actually in a good mood. lads, how do you get through playing this game? Just eat loads of chocolate.
Alice in Wonderland. What's this doing here?
I wonder why is it there? Have a guess? Because it's in your memories.
A crib. Could this be?
Could this be my crib? Yes, of course it is. Obviously, we'll put two and two together.
Hold on, this was in fake New York. Wonder who it's for.
It's a baby bracelet.
Alfred, this is the room where you were born. The room where we would have spent so many happy hours together.
Why did you abandon me?
I was already carrying you when we contained the demon. As its curse took hold, I feared I would lose my mind entirely. I could not risk your coming to harm by my hand. And so, I sent you away.
Well, that means she would have been free from the curse, wouldn't she? So, I don't get it.
How I would have loved to hold you, to sing to you, to stay with you forever. But you had to be protected. From the demon, from me. I had no choice. And I sent you away just in time. I soon became something else. Something unspeakable.
You became the dragon.
There is no more to tell.
I was wondering if the bracelet came off her wrist to go and chase the baby, then surely she would have still had her access to her powers and been normal. But it must have been an insidious disease, so it turned her into a dragon.
I never thought I'd see you again. You must hate me for what I did.
Well, yeah. But I guess you did what you thought was best.
As a mother, I wish more than anything you did not have to face the battle ahead. As a Tanta, I cannot help but pray you will choose to fight for Athia. But only you can make that choice. Alfred, we have shown you the past that you might better understand the present. Susurrus means to destroy Sepal, and Athia with it. This will be your last and hardest battle. And your last and hardest choice. It is not to be made lightly.
You're about to begin the final battle with Susurrus. Make sure you've done everything you need to do in Athia. Okay.
Have you made your decision?
So that means go home. Oh my god, can we go home? Let's go home just to see what happens. See ya.
This is your choice. So be it. Goodbye, Alfred.
Now we've got all of these god powers
I'll always love you.
in New York. We can just take over. This is the best ending. Why is she still a Trump?
Where do we go now?
Okay. Okay, so I guess that's not the right choice.
Have you made your decision?
I think it would have been better if you had have went home
Can't just let go of what he did.
and the dragon followed you there.
It's time to do the right thing. It's time to use my powers for Athia.
And you shall. You are a Tanta. The power lies within you. And you will have your mother by your side.
Sorry, Homer. All right. Let's do this.
The Awakening.
Let us bring things to an end at last. People of Sephora, miserable creatures of earth, your time has come!
We have to help them. I'll clean up down here. You keep that bastard busy.
Let's do this. The reckoning. There will be a reckoning. If it ever lets us into the game.
Hang in there, everyone.
Hello, big boy. What was good against these? Oh, fire magic was good against these guys,
You
wasn't
have
it?
to protect us!
Did it. Spammed all support spells. Oh no, flying creatures are a nightmare. Oh, but I think the new spell set will be good against these. Rav? No, it's Olas.
Damn.
Ching! Is that it? If you get hit, I think the spikes disappear. These aren't damaging, they're just annoying. Wait there, can we not just use flak grenades? Oh, we should have just been doing this. Flak cannons at the ready! This guy's gonna get destroyed, watch this. Release the hounds! Right, what we need to do is we need to round all these bad boys up. Oh, it's not ready. It's not ready. It's not ready. Ching! Yeah, this magic's so powerful on these big bosses. Look at this guy. This guy, get wrecked. Oh, come here, baby. Come on, baby, 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 baby. Huh? I can't do it. I took the hit because I wanted the damage. Dead.
You're safe now.
Thank you.
You're our savior.
I think that's all of them.
You see it? I can't do anything, lads. I'm stuck here. Look, I'm stuck. Can't do anything. I saved the tavern. I get it. Understand. I'm still stuck. Can't do anything. Can't move. Oh, because we've got to wait for a fade to black. Of course we do. This game has coined the... I imagine this game has coined the gameplay element of a turn-based cutscenes. Lads, every time we get a cutscene, we get put in an instant. It's a joke. I'll just save over that. Jesus Christ, turn-based cutscenes, what the hell?
This way! Come on! Mommy! Daddy! Bloody well, hurry up! Daddy! Mommy! Dad! Come on, love. Count to me.
Is that everybody?
Wasn't sure you'd be back.
Me neither.
Took you long enough.
I came as fast as I could.
No. To figure out that Athia's your home.
Thanks. Auden!
Frey!
Are you okay?
Yes, considering. The break from Visoria finally stopped and then something much worse appeared.
I know.
Calm down, everyone! Calm down!
Please, you all be safe in here.
Safe! Councilman, we are huddled in the archives. There's nowhere safe left.
Listen to me! Listen to me, everyone! Do not lose hope!
I'm not gonna let this demon take more than he already has. Hey! Hey! Everybody! Everybody listen up! There's a demon coming. And no, it's not me. Okay? I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna put an end to this madness, but I need you to promise me something. I need you to rebuild. I need you to restore peace to Athia. It's what the Tantas would have wanted. Just try and survive through this, okay? You're Athians. Stay in the archives. You'll be safe here.
Just point me in the direction of the boss. I will kill it. Oh, well, that's good news. Can we craft? I need to get some healing items. You can't perform a cuff scan without cuff. Bro, I've got... ridiculous. I don't really need this, however. I'm not bothered. Right, where am I going? This way.
A moment, if you please.
No, I'm good, homie. I need crafting. Right, I need just to do healing drafts. We'll max out on these. I think we're good to go, baby.
We'll be safe in here.
Is everyone going to die?
Most likely.
We'll be fine. Frey will save the day. You'll see. I'm going to do what you asked us. I'm going to make sure we survive. I have to do everything I can for these children. And there are things you have to do too, right? Good luck. And stay safe.
You're about into the next phase of Advent. Yeah, I'm good. Let's go. Let's do this.
Finished saying goodbye to your little friends, Frey.
The fragments protect the vulnerability at its center.
Disperse them and strike at its heart. Cinta will help you. Fight as one.
On it.
Will annihilate you both.
Wrong.
Time to end this fucker. Need to get these fucking birds out of the way.
Oh, this is pretty nice.
Cinta, you're up!
See, I like this. Is something different. I like this.
How many are there?
You know what? Riding on the back of a dragon reminds me of Dragon's Dogma. Lads, Dragon's Dogma is too good of a game. I'm just going for the boss. He's dead.
Oh, just look at the two of you. How adorable. But what you're doing is completely futile. You have no idea what you're up against. The tainted bloodline of the Hunters ends here.
Bloodline was only tainted because of him, though.
Fuck you, Huff. You're not getting away with this.
Ready? Now we end this. Together.
Charge it up, baby.
Always be mighty will rule, and the weak will perish.
Oh, I got hit with a trifecta there.
You can't protect your child from me. You couldn't then, you can't now.
No! No! You can't die. Not yet, not now. I have so much to say. I have so many questions. No. Oh, please. Please don't go. I don't need your powers. I need you. Please don't die.
Thank you, Alfred. I am so lucky to have you. And I will always be with you. Beloved.
Your protector has fallen. So, how do you fancy your chances on your own? You gonna put up a fight?
I warned you to be careful what you wish for.
Who do you think you are?
I'm Tanta Frey, daughter of Cinta, protector of Athia.
Oh, she's going Super Saiyan. Come on, baby. Give me powers beyond measure.
And I'm here to fuck you up!
How? How is the power of the four Tantas?
Correction, the 5.
Oh, she's got new clothes on, look. She's got a new cape. Frey's awakening. Having been blessed by the four Tantas, Frey's unlocked the Tanta within herself. Awoken her true power. Many of her abilities are now greatly improved. Come on, baby. New spell learned. Move rapidly and avoid damage by warping. Left click and right forward. Immune to all damage.
Saw how your mother died, and yet you still choose to face me?
It doesn't work for a start, like.
You think you could win against me?
Of course I can, you lying sack of shit.
Oh, this.
Never lied to you, not once.
Okay.
By what I say, without me, you are nothing. All you did was take what you wanted to hear.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're a
you can't
gaslighting
attack
sack
from
of
it.
shit. And don't act like you did me any favors. Without me, you'd still be collecting dust in a pawn shop. You needed me.
My friends here!
Ching! Bro, I'm invincible. Got power beyond my wildest dreams.
Guys, do my bidding!
Oh, the bear. I'm just getting charged
That's his
up.
weak spot.
Wait. That's not what I want to do. Boom! Look at the damage.
Meet some friends of mine. All of his heroes dropped. Together, we're powerless to stop me. You can triumph alone. Melting to oblivion.
Oh, I tried to do it. Where's the boss?
You would never have come this far without me.
You'd have been pretty screwed without my help too.
Boom, shakalaka, look at the skills. Wait there, we've got another powerful move. Come to Papa.
For size.
Killed it.
Not defeated me yet.
Cuff, can't we just...
Vengeance will be mine. You will pay for this trade.
I won't be the one who pays, pal. Sorry. I'm not letting you break Sepal.
Let me fight him. I don't want to fight like a normal boss. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Not many people see my... No, my anger and resentment. But I see yours. You are pissed at the Taunters. You would do anything to settle old scores.
Shing.
You don't care.
Can't use this thing on him.
Innocent people have to die.
I was given a duty. Duties are meant to be performed.
I am of your bullshit. Take accountability for your actions. After you.
Oops.
You want to escape me?
I can't let them down.
They can't even see him. Beast mode. Boosh! Oh, he knocked us out of it? No way. I got him, no.
You think justice will be served by your defeating me?
I couldn't care less about justice. All I care about is kicking your ass.
True.
I was given life that Athia might burn. Oppression Tartars. All must die!
Too many. But I'm gonna make up for it by stopping you.
Show me what
I'm trying to do the... Oh, I forgot I had the thing. Forgot we had that. This guy's been a bit of a dick, to be honest.
Why go to such extraordinary lengths?
So you don't get the satisfaction of winning.
How can we not dodge these?
I am not dying now.
Got him with this. It's a beast mode. Boom.
You won't escape me.
The reason why I skipped there was because I was holding B to run away, because he always cheeses you with that move at the start after a cutscene.
Hang in there. Pray.
So you've got to skip that.
No. I can't lose.
I got you now.
You ain't got shit, dog.
Why? Why do you still stand?
Right, get ready for the cheese.
People are counting on me. Can you feel it, Cuff? The beginning of the end.
Let's see who's the last one standing. You!
Don't even know where he is. Ching! Can't do anything. Go on, do it. Nice, got him. Just in time.
All must die, and new world shall be built upon Athens' ashes. The will of the ready must be done.
Why do you insist on tearing everything to pieces?
It is life's purpose.
But is it what you really want?
He's dead. Get wrecked.
Damn.
Kick him in the balls.
What is this power?
You did, baby.
Cough. I don't get why you...
You will never get me, Frey. How could you? You purposeless, meaningless wretch.
You're right. I probably wouldn't. But one thing I do get is you're not alone. Even when you think you are.
Oh, don't give him this. Don't give him out. Kill him.
Spare me.
No, please. Please, no, please, no!
It's time to say goodbye.
How did he manage to do this? I was destroying him.
What? No. No, no.
Power me up, baby. Your soul is mine.
You're not going anywhere. And neither am I.
It's the final countdown. Oh, imagine that's the end, is it? And everyone lived happily ever after.
Please wake up. Frey. Frey! Get up there. What are you doing lying there?
Thank you, Frey. Thank you.
Careful. What happened?
Tanta's blessings. You did it.
Really?
Really.
Ow! No, really. Ow.
Three weeks later. You couldn't bring the cat to this world because it would just get ate straight away. It would have to stay in New York. How is it possible to have frame drops in a cutscene? A pre-rendered cutscene? I don't understand how that's even possible. That takes effort to manage.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, that was a terrible experience, lads. Game, pretty bad. I don't think... The thing is, though, the world's pretty beautiful to look at, but it's completely barren. There's nothing there, there's nothing to do. Normally when a world of a game is dog shit, maybe the story will carry you through. Story was so uninspired. The way it was told was the worst. Click on this object, listen to a story, go and click on something else, listen, 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 fade to black, listen, click on this, listen more, click on this, okay, there we go, back in the open world, fight something. Every single quest was the same, uninspired, boring mess. The parkour, dog shit. I hated the traversal, it did not feel smooth. Trying to climb up mountain, they should have just made, you know what they should have just gave her? A super jump, so you could just manually jump. I hate having to hold down a button and hope that the computer will automatically know what I want to do. And unfortunately, that's the system they went with in this game. I like to have more direct control, which played a part in why some of the combat was really annoying. One of the first things the game teaches you is if you hold run and run into someone, you'll jump over their head, then you can press triangle to slam them into the ground, and then you can do a finisher. Trying to get that to trigger reliably is a nightmare. Like, sometimes she would just run to the side of someone, even if you were aiming directly at them. I think you need to have more. If we had the ability to manually jump over someone's head, then press triangle as a sort of a ground slam, that would have been a lot better. I found the movement in combat frustrating. The lock-on system wasn't very good. Maybe, actually, no, sorry. I don't think it's inherently a problem with the lock-on system. I think it's a problem that the combat's quite fast-paced. They throw a lot of enemies at you, so there's no point in locking on. And when you do try to lock onto something big, it'll want to lock onto something smaller, so it's best just to free aim, which is what I did for the majority of the playthrough, and it was actually alright. The combat was okay. I would say okay as in a mediocre to below mediocre experience. Let's see what she says.
Hey, Homer. Sorry, it's been a while. I know. You miss me? Nah, I bet you got a full belly and a big old smile on your face right about now. Been so busy recently. Oh, well, you know, important stuff. Holding court, slaying demons. I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Like, actually, I'm kind of a big deal now. Everybody needs me. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the whole hero thing, but look, just tell Judge Bird I took her advice, okay? I'm finally using my gifts to help others. Tell her, thanks for the almost birthday present. Kinda wanted to be there to say it myself, but it's probably better coming from you, girl. It's been a pretty good day, you know? Wish they could all be this good. But you and I both know that's not how it goes. Listen, you ever get lonely, you just remember that you are not alone. Even if you find yourself with nowhere to turn and no clue where to go or what to do next, you can't give up hope.
She's not even talking to the cat, she's talking to the player.
You might think there's nothing left to live for, that nobody cares. But the truth is, you matter, even when you can't see it.
Hit us with the Disney shit, didn't they?
Granted, you might fuck up along the way, but you'll find your way home in the end. I promise, I did. And look at me now, huh? Tanta Frey, daughter of Cinta, protector of Athia. I'll come back for you. I promise. Just look out for me, okay? See you when I see ya.
Hit us with the maximum cheese at the end. So is that it? That's it. Okay, we're not watching the credits. They don't deserve it. We can. One good thing actually I have to give the game credit for is, well, one, we can't skip the credits, so that's a negative, but we can speed them up by holding triangle. I appreciate that. Yeah, so where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, the world was dead. The cities were dead. Side missions dead. The whole game felt dead behind the eyes. There was nothing there. All the side content was the same. There was three things you could do. You could either do a labyrinth, which was the same shit, go down, fight 2 waves of enemies, fight a boss, and the bosses within those labyrinths were repeated more than once. Come on now, dog. There was the hordes of enemies ones, where you fought hordes of enemies until you got your reward, and there was then the time trial ones, where you would go in and either fight enemies until you got your reward again, or you would do a time trial, which we didn't do because I don't do time trials in this game, in games like this. That was it. That was the limit of the side content. It never differed. And you would think, okay, well, at least...
Sepul is thriving now that you clear the break.
But it's still out there, in all the realms. And I don't have a clue how to get rid of it. Wish I could figure it out.
I'll continue to study my father's notes on reversing the break. Maybe between the two of us we'll find a way.
You know, if there was someone who would have known, it was Bob.
Indeed. You know, the council would welcome you as a member. We're alive and prospering because of you.
Look, okay. Don't think I did all of this just for Athia. Newsflash, I'm not that altruistic.
Uh-huh.
Look, the council gig, it's not for me. But I can think of someone who'd be pretty good at it.
Who?
You! Dumbass! You're the glue that holds this whole place together. You step up, you look after the injured, you inspire people. I couldn't think of anyone else better for the job.
There you are, Auden. Johedi's been looking for you.
Oh, yes, of course.
Would you look at that? You're needed.
All right, see you later.
Say hi to Joe for me.
I noticed she had that sword on her earlier on in the game, but I didn't realize what it was because I only saw the handle.
Damn. That is a lot of land for just one girl to cover. But it's a good thing I'm not doing it on my own. Isn't that right, Cuff?
Oh.
It's fan brace.
Huh? What? No. Or they've blatantly only shoehorned that in so you can go back into the open world and still have access to Cuff. No, bro. He's dead. I would not let that guy within... Well, actually, I wouldn't let him anywhere near me. I'd kill him. I'd obliterate him into the ether. Okay, well, we'll save it over that. So what I was saying is the side content, yeah. So there was 3 different side contents you could do, and one thing I will say is fair enough, you could actually omit doing all side content because it made no difference at all. You could do the side content to get upgrades, which don't really make a difference. New cloaks, pretty weak in all honesty. Like, it's new armor, it doesn't really, it's just a flat stat boost. You could throw a few negligible upgrades on it. Same for the amulet. I feel like it was just shoehorned in to say they had an item system. You could only have 2 items, amulet, cloak. So I think that's a positive, because if I was to play this game again, or if I could give any advice to someone that was coming to play this game, first of all, I would say don't play the game because it's dog shit. But if you absolutely have to, if your life depends on finishing this game, I'd say skip all side content, just run to the main missions, because I did quite like the main missions, as in I liked fighting new boss enemies. Even though the same main missions were the same shit over and over again. The princess is in another castle. Go and fight them. But I did enjoy the boss battles. I didn't so much really enjoy the trash mobs. I thought it was a bit boring. Enemies had a bit too much health for my liking. And I don't really think there was much to the combat system. I know it can look flashy at times and you can think, oh damn, look at me setting fire to shit and all these explosions going off. But I like to be able to see what I'm doing. I can't see shit though. There's all this fire in my eyes. And speaking of not being able to see things, I didn't like every time there was a loading screen we got flashbanged. I didn't like how it faded to black every 2 seconds to show you a tiny few bits of dialogue and then fade to black again. You'd walk forward for 3 seconds and then it would fade to black again. What? Lads, we had turn-based cutscenes. It was like, you know, when in old RPGs, when you'd get into a combat situation in the open world, but you couldn't have the battle there. It would transport you to a certain instanced area where you'd have the combat. And then after you beat it, you would transition out. This game had turn-based cutscenes. You would transition in and out of cutscenes, not very smoothly. I don't understand if that was an engine's limitation, why they had to do that, because the engine they used to make the game and the dog shit. But yeah, the graphics weren't even spectacular. I like the look of the environments at times, but oh, that's another thing, lads. Speaking of not being able to see things, why did we have that blue mist happen all the time? And I don't want to look through mist. I want to be able to see it again. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So that's it, lads. I think I don't think the game is very good at all. I don't even think it's average. The game is so far below average. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. I think I would give it... It was functional. I didn't come into any bugs. I don't think I had any bugs. I didn't have any crashes. It was pretty stable. Frame rate was pretty bad at times, which was weird because the game's not even that good looking. I'd have to give it a 4 out of 10 maximum. And I know, I'd say 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 because the game actively annoyed me. Also another thing, the map. Bro, at certain times the map, when you open the map up, it would take ages to open up. You couldn't zoom out. The map would fade to black. I just want to see where I'm going. Nah, game gets a maximum 3 out of 10 because I remember that. It's not very good at all. I actually dislike it greatly. I didn't have much fun with it, and I think even if you play a below average game or an average game, I think the determining factor is if you go back to it again or would play it again, is did you have fun? You can still have fun with technically challenged games. I don't think you can have fun with this game. There's not much fun to be had. It's pretty mind-numbing and boring. But that's it. That's all I want to say on the matter, lads. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Pretty hideous game. Don't play it. I could not recommend this. If you play this game, it's entirely at your own risk. Insurance companies will not cover you from dying of boredom playing this game. Hope you enjoyed the episode, lads. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough. See you in another one. And I guarantee you any game we play after this will be significantly better. See you there, lads.